What's up, everybody? We back in this thing, man, again, man. The first show together, man. We back in here. And, man, we here to talk about the Cowboys chaos. So, man, we get to the show, man, go ahead and grab your stuff from the screen. Man, nothing much, man. In here, man. This chaos is it's only fitting for this season we've had. It's the only fitting way that we can go. We can go out this season, man. End on chaos. We started on chaos with the whole Michael situation. Then let's just end on chaos. Right. It's only fitting. It's only fitting, man. So without further ado, man, we just gonna get ready to get to the situation. We're trying to wait till a few people get up in here. Hopefully we get, at least 4 or 5 people up in here. Make sure I'm on the right channel. I want to be on the mobile channel. Which one is these mobile channel? I'm on this one. Let's see.
Is the mobile? Oh, my bad. Hold on. Let me fix this. My bad, y'all. Okay. Let's see. Okay, so that's the mobile one there.
Okay, because that's one of these.
My phone up.
It's going to be lit.
That's where it be going down there.
It be in. I'll be in the comments for it too.
Yes,
looking at my phone. No, I'm looking at my laptop or my TV rather. Because I put my TV right behind the camera, so I'll be like. What you say? But nah, man, we started getting into it a little bit, man. For those who've been sleeping under a rock, man, we heard about the Trayvon Diggs news. The Cowboys waived Trayvon Diggs, and shortly thereafter, he signs with the Green Bay Packers. And we knew that this was coming. We thought it wouldn't happen to the offseason, that he would either be traded or cut. But it happened a lot sooner. And I think it happened sooner because I think they just got fed up with his antics. And we actually saved money because had we waited to June, it would have been either trade him or keep him. Had we waited to June, because it wouldn't have helped us out on the cap at all, because he's already spent all of his guaranteed money. So everything he gets now is basically incentives. He's already got his guaranteed money. So by Dallas cutting or waiving Trayvon Diggs, they will save at least $12 million on the cap. And this is the first straw that has to happen towards a rebuild next season. Dallas going to need at least 2 cuts, and this is the first one. There's going to have to be another person they're going to have to let go in order to do a rebuild. But letting go Trayvon Diggs was the first thing, man, and he was cutting up, man. He was cutting up. So for those who don't know, this is kind of what went down. We had a game in Washington. Trayvon Diggs is from the DMV area. Mm-hmm. So he had family there, family that he said he wants to go hang out with. And Shotty was like, nah. Like, we flew in as a team, we're going to leave as a team. Now, when we fly back, you're free to go do whatever you want to do. Diggs was like, to heck with that. I ain't flying back. So Diggs didn't fly back. He stayed in the DMV area. And long, long before that, man, they end up cutting him, man. Um, man, I hope we keep Kenny Clark. We need to keep Kenny Clark. Zim XLR. I hope we keep Kenny Clark, man. What's good, my brother? Good to see you back.
Shout out to you, Todd.
Shout out to Taj. Man, nah, man. I hope we keep Kenny Clark, man. I think he's a staple piece.
Yeah, I think he's.
You know?
I think they're going. I think they're going to. They're going to restructure his deal, and he's probably going to be one of the ones that restructures. I think you can restructure maybe CD Lamb. They're gonna cut Terrence Steele, so that's probably
I think
the piece you're gonna
they're
look
gonna
for.
restructure Osas too.
Osas too, yeah.
You
So,
need at least 3 restructures for what you want to do uh, on the rebuild.
facts. Yeah, so let's just play this before we move forward. We got some people in the chat. Shout out to the chat, man.
Shout out, man.
We're gonna play what Sade said about the whole ordeal with Diggs being.
Hey, Taj, you already know what he did, man.
What he's. Yep, and it's actually pictures of him up there taking pictures with Shock Lizzie as well. So that is a fact.
We got a couple of videos, man. We want y'all to see these videos, man, of Shotty, and I think we have one of Shannon Sharp as well, giving their input, and Shotty giving a vague description of kind of what happened and things of that nature.
Yeah, he kept it classy. So.
What's the reasoning behind releasing Trayvon Diggs?
Yeah, I just, in looking at it, we came up with the decision. It was really a culmination of multiple factors, performance, other elements. He's been an incredible player for this organization, and I truly do. I like Trayvon a lot. I wish him nothing but the best, and I'm, excited to see where he lands and watch him continue his career.
Seems as if that he wanted to stay in the D.C. area, and apparently you said no. How was that play a factor into what ended up doing?
Yeah, it was one of many factors. It was not the only factor. I'm not the Grinch that stole Christmas. Okay, I love Christmas. I love my family. But at the end of the day, we have a protocol that we go through, and the process was not followed. First time I heard about it, Trayvon, grabbed me after the game, and I'm celebrating a big win, and I explained to him the protocol, which has always been the protocol of we go up as a team, we come back as a team, and he decided to make a different decision. But I'll say this, Calvin, it was not the only reason that this decision was made.
Clarence Dallas Cowboys. Regarding that protocol, so it didn't matter when he asked. You go up the team, back to the team. If he asked Monday, if he asked before the game, it didn't matter when it was.
Yeah.
It was
my protocol, unless there's a family emergency or something specific, the protocol is we all go up. And other players had asked earlier in the week, and they were told the same thing. And I made that very clear to Trayvon, and he certainly didn't agree, and that's okay. That's his prerogative. But at the end of the day, I want to make this very clear. That was not the only reason that this happened. This happened for multiple factors: performance, other elements over the course of time. And I truly do wish him nothing but the best. I told him that yesterday when I talked to him. I said, I'm excited to see you continue your career.
Oh, we're not annoying you. Is that Brianna? Right. Yes, we are Cowboys fans. We are.
What you say? Okay, yeah. So yeah, we're Cowboys fans. We try to get to everybody. It's the fan takeover. So we try to get everybody in, especially if you have making some sense. Let's see. Todd said restructure Dak, Clark, CD, Osa. That'll free up over 50 mil that you can use in free agency. Don't let the Jones boys tell you that they don't get enough pie for free agency. They do.
It's money there. Now, what they do with the money, that's a whole nother conversation. But hearing Shotty talk about the whole Diggs situation, I think this is one of the first times in a long time that we've had a coach that has standards and that's building a culture to a team. Normally, guys are able to do what they want, when they want to do it, how they want to do it, with no repercussions. And so I appreciate Shotty sticking to his guns. Um, so um, but there has to be a culture change, man, if they want to be a different team, if they want to have a different brand of football played. There has to be a different culture involved. Now, Trayvon Diggs decided he wanted to stay in the DMV and talking about he want to hang out with his family, but it turns out he's at a Shot Glizzy concert. And not only is he at the concert, this fool is on stage for the world to see. Now, he just told his coach and the owner and everybody in the organization that he will be hanging out with his family, not partying at a concert. And then Shot Glizzy didn't do it any better. He posted the thing.
He did. No, man, that's just the straw that broke the camel's back, man. Not being on the plane, if you just dead set on being there, make the flight home. It's only a 2-hour flight back. If you just that dead set on being in DC, just follow the protocol. You already been cutting up the whole time anyway, but.
I mean, it ain't even the fact of, I think Shotty said it best. He said it ain't just the stuff that he's doing off the field. It's also his play. Like, you're not producing either.
Facts.
Like, we seen the difference. Pickens and Lamb they missed curfew. They was out wilding at the casino. Some say they was drunk. Some say they was wilding in the Las Vegas streets. They got a slap on the wrist. You miss a series. Why? Because of production.
2,000-yard receivers.
You got 2 receivers that's over 1,000 yards. What casino? Shotty like, what casino? God dog, man. I ain't see the video. They trying to show Shotty. Shotty don't want to even see it.
He's like, I have to go kind of look back at it later.
I'm not sure what happened.
I'm not sure what.
Shotty know what happened.
You know exactly what happened. Thanks. No, man, that's how they be, man.
You work for a multi-billion-dollar company. You know everything that's going on, especially with your product.
Now, when your tolerance is as high as your production, and when that production drops, the tolerance drops. For sure, man. Let's play this other clip. Which one you want to play with? The one with Shay?
Yeah. We have another clip there. This is Shannon Sharp giving his take on the whole Trayvon Diggs situation. Him, Ocho, and also Joe Johnson. Pickens and CD were put there, clapping cheeks.
Clapping 3 or 4. We won't worry about that slap on the hand.
No, they laughed their way through it.
Facts.
Shotty went over there with him like, man. Man.
Oh, man. Uh-oh. Let me go back.
You got 2 single guys out there in Vegas.
With a lot of money. Well, you can only imagine what's going to happen.
We just glad it wasn't no hangover incident where they couldn't find somebody.
That's the worst. That's the worst. Try it this way.
But we have a video here, man. Shannon Sharp gonna give his takes on Trayvon Diggs and
Trying to upload it because it's not playing.
Don't worry about it. It's cool, man. We'll come back to another video later. But Shannon Sharp was basically saying, tolerance is only as good as your play. You
Facts.
know how good you play. Is how much tolerance the coaching staff and ownership is going to have. Now, with that, he gave an analogy. Shannon Sharp said when he was playing for the Broncos, somebody said you think it bad now.
Shout out to Big Spank Dog 86. Y'all think it's bad now. It can't get much worse, bro.
We rock bottom, brother.
Yeah, always in Dallas. Yeah, it can't get much worse.
So if they, what he say?
Then he said, so if you pay Pickens, what's left for the defense? It's still, y'all don't know how much money we saved when we traded Parsons.
It's not comprehended.
Parsons got 44 million.
That's a season.
That's a year. So if we, by moving on from him, that was already set to the side for him. And so if we was prepared to pay him that, and during the off season, if you was prepared to pay for that during the off season, then you have the funds. As Todd said, we got the pie. It's just a matter of us using the pie correctly. He said this is definitely Stephen Jones' burner account. They're already talking about there's only so much pie. And then Ben Spank said, what's Dak's cut next year in CD?
Well,
Can you on that one?
I think
Turn it up. Hold on 1 second, because that was a little, yeah. Try now.
I think that
Yeah, you can just find this. Yeah, just take it off and then use yours and stuff. Give us a second, y'all. We had some technical difficulties, but with Dak's cut next year, Dak's already he's in the middle of his deal. I think he's like in the halfway through his deal. So even with Dak being halfway through his deal, it's not destroying our cap.
And then not only that, tell them it's gonna be restructured.
And then plus on top of that, it's going to be restructured, so we can get another big dog in here. Hopefully, if they smart and they go about it. And CD, he's already got his deal done as well. CD is only getting what 33, 34, and it just now starting to kick in, so it's not affecting the cap that way. And then you say, remember, Ferguson got aid too. Ferguson's gonna be another one that gets restructured, especially after this year he's had, which is kind of subpar. They're gonna restructure his deal as well. Let's see. That next year is close to 70 mil. I want to say, but the number will decrease if you just restructure those details. Exactly. So, and they knew that going in when they set up the deal that at this certain point they're going to restructure it and put it through a signing bonus so that way it won't count against the cap. That's how you do it. That's how you make the smart moves, and the way you have more pie going forward. Big Spank said Dak's not restructuring. That's why Michael left. Dak has restructured multiple times already. Yeah, he's already restructured what 2 or 3 times already. So he's restructured already. So that's not true. And that's not why Michael left. Michael left because he got in his feelings.
Michael got his feelings hurt, and then Jerry wasn't fit to give him $50 million a season.
Facts.
If you pay Michael $50 million, then there goes your defense.
Facts. And why wouldn't you expect CD to not restructure? Make that make sense, Bill Spank. Yeah, I'm not sure what makes you think they don't. That's just more upfront money.
Restructure don't mean you don't get your
You don't
money.
get your money.
It just mean that we're going to give your money through a signing bonus,
facts. So it don't kind of get the cap.
so it don't hit the cap. We're basically going to sign a contract saying that we're going to wipe away whatever money you get on your contract, and we're just going to give you a signing bonus up front.
What they say? Oh yeah, Micah didn't leave because of restructure. He left because Jerry tried to weasel him into signing a deal without talking to the agent.
Yeah, that was a big part of it. The way Jerry was doing business, it was accumulation of things. It was that. It was Micah trying to get as much as he wanted to, and I think Micah was fine with it. I think his agent wasn't fine with it, and I think that was the biggest thing that happened.
Well, and then on top of that, what happened was Micah started talking into the details of his deal with Jerry instead of saying, "Okay, we got this part down, maybe the years and the amount. Now for the details, you need to finish it with my agent." But he went into details with his contract, and then once he went that route, Jerry like, "Okay, if we did all this, why not finish this? If you went this far with me, with it just being you and me, let's finish this."
And also, Micah made a mistake about talking about his contract to the media. Like, you don't discuss your contract, your business deals to the worldwide media. Right. Just in case something do go awry. It can be fixed behind closed doors, but once he came out public, it couldn't be undone. Once he said, well, me and Jerry talked about this, and this. Now fans are thinking like, oh man, they close. Mm-hmm. And then it comes out, well, Micah's agent saying, no, they ain't close. It's like, wait a minute. Micah's agent wants something else.
No, that's a fact, man. The Big Spank wanted to know, he earned that in year what? Oh, he's saying that was 4 years ago. No, Dak restructured his deal 2 years ago. 2 years into this big deal he got so far. 2 years into that deal, he restructured already. So that's like, I got my money, man. As long as I get my money, we can restructure. He said no, Taj, he couldn't pay him because of Dak. If Dak is $70 million next year, and CD wise, what is left to pay Micah?
They had money to pay Micah. That's not the issue.
Thanks.
The issue, things got messy on contract negotiations because Jerry's trying to do a deal with Micah, and Micah's agent wants to do the deal, and Micah's agent was basically excluded. Mm-hmm. That's when things got messy. But they had the money to pay Micah.
And CD's making about 33, 34 a year. So if they re-sign Pickens going to get about 30 to 32, maybe 33 a year. Now, like I said, if he wants to stay here, that's going to be his range.
Now, if Pickens trying to reset the wide receiver market, and that's going to be hard to keep it. Because in order for him to reset the wide receiver market, you're talking about maybe 37 to 38 million.
Dallas just does things backwards. If Jerry and Steven worried about the business aspect and not the player personnel and contracts, Will McClay will be able to do his job correctly. Let me tell you what Will McClay is. Will McClay is just basically an Uber Eats driver.
That's basically. He's a mouthpiece.
They tell him what they want, and he just go do that. That's what he is.
He don't make no decisions.
He don't make any decisions. He said, "Will, this is what I want, and I want this player here at this amount, and you gotta go make it happen." And he go and carry out the instructions. That's all Will McClay is. Will McClay is not making any decisions. So for anybody out there that's thinking that Will McClay is out here making decisions like this, you sadly mistaken. This is all Jerry and Steven, y'all. Bro, they paid a 10-year vet with a 2-5 playoff record and a losing record against winning teams. It's that simple. I guess he's talking about that.
I think so.
Has Dak ever had a losing season?
I mean, I guess you can probably say this season.
So this would be his first losing
I think
season in 10 years?
I think so. I mean, Dak losing the playoffs just like the other quote-unquote elite quarterbacks.
So would you say the same about Lamar Jackson
He ain't gonna say that. Or Josh
or
Allen.
Josh Allen?
They lose in the playoffs too. And I think Lamar Jackson's record is close to identical to Dak's record.
It is. It is. And he's an MVP. But he's not gonna say nothing about that. Come on, Big Spank, dog.
I think the only quarterbacks. What's up, Philly 5? I think the only quarterbacks that have the right to talk about winning, and especially on a consistent basis in the playoffs, is Pat Mahomes and Matthew Stafford.
Thanks. Todd said, Brian Barter said, Will's job is just to set the job board up on draft night. Jerry lets coaches get their guys instead of picking the best player and making coaches create a scheme to benefit them.
Especially defensively. Now, offensively, Dallas has been elite for a while. Offensively, as long as Dak has been healthy. Now, defensively, they refuse to take the best player on the board. They go out there trying to draft out of need and end up drafting bust on the defense.
Do you know that CeeDee Lamb is the last player that they have from that draft that year?
Yeah.
That's the last player that they
Well,
have.
do you know he's the only player that they drafted that they didn't need at the time?
That is true.
They drafted him because he was the best available player. At that time, Dallas wasn't hurting for receivers. You had Amari Cooper, who was still playing at a high level.
Yeah.
You had Michael Gallup, who was still playing at a pretty good level. So you wasn't hurting for a receiver, but you took CeeDee Lamb because he was the best available player and he was looking elite.
Yeah. That's a fact. What a 2-5 playoff record is elite. You still haven't gave me an answer about the other ones, big dog.
What about Josh Allen and Lamar Jackson, man?
Lamar Jackson.
They get spanked in the playoffs every year.
Come on, big dog. Who's it? Trevor Lawrence. What's the boy from the Chargers?
Trevor Lawrence, Herbert.
Justin Herbert.
They all got paid.
Got paid.
They losing.
I mean, it make sense.
All them quarterbacks I named, they got paid, and they get spanked in the playoffs every year.
Yeah. What about what's the boy in Detroit that he's so big on?
Oh, Goff.
Jared Goff.
They finna go ahead and blow that up.
Yeah. He at the house just like the rest of us.
Jared Goff, they made the playoff.
Tristan Hill, Mozzie, Sam Williams, Kevin Joseph, Joshua Smith. No, you don't. Jalen Smith.
When you look back at it, it's a sorry draft.
Boy, this is all.
But at the time, we were so excited We had so much big hopes for them guys, man. You got an accused murderer. You have a guy with nerve damage. It's like, what in the world were we thinking?
This is terrible. This is just years and years of just bad. These are bad misses. And like we said last week, you can't build your team through the draft solely. And when you do that, this is what happens. You have nothing to show for it. Because they're not going to sign Sam Williams next year. He's a free agent. Tristan Hill.
Is he still on the team? He ain't on the team.
I don't think he's in the team anymore. We traded Mozzie. Kevin Joseph out there doing hood rat stuff with his hood rat friends. And Jock Foot Smith, he's still trying to make a comeback. So, I don't know, man. And he said Brock Purdy literally plays in the best game in the league and still couldn't win the ring.
And had an elite defense.
Facts.
You had an elite defense and had one of the best schemes, probably outside of Sean McVay, in the league, and still couldn't win.
That's a fact.
And going to the Super Bowl don't mean nothing if you ain't won.
Facts. That's just like somebody saying I've been engaged. What that supposed to mean? You didn't finish the deal. You didn't seal the deal.
You just got a worse draft pick. That's all you got.
That's it.
Nothing to show for it.
He keeps talking about it's year 10. No, have you seen these coaches and these players that's been up and through here? And let alone this year. Look at the defense this year.
And the worst defense this year.
The worst defense in the league this year.
Defense giving up 30 plus
and what
points.
are you supposed to do with that? You have to that literally has to score 40 points a game
to have a shot to win.
What other quarterback in the league that's going to the playoffs or not that has to put up 40 points to win
on a consistent basis,
week in and week out? Drop that in the chat. Tell me what other quarterback has to do
Lamar
that.
Jackson had the number 2 defense and still couldn't win.
That's what Todd said. Hey, bro, I guess you're right. It's Dak's fault for the team not winning in the last 30 years. You're right, bro.
Man, you can't tell them. According to them, Dak been playing since the 90s. If you let them tell it.
Jason Garrett in here for 10 years. Then you had Mike McCarthy in here.
He was there, 4 years?
4 or 5 years. And you see how he coached the team. Trash.
No accountability. Chad, with everything we've seen, man, who y'all got winning the Super Bowl this year, man? We're approaching the last week of the season, man. Of course, Dak was with Michael. Nah, no cap. They think Dak was been out there.
Man, did y'all see Michael Irvin this weekend? Yesterday.
Man, I'm telling y'all, man.
PB. Big time PB. And the ones who know, you know.
Man, that's straight powder behavior. Boy. That's when you've been doing coke so long. Now, Mike probably don't stop doing coke,
sure?
But it don't got him stuck in his way. That coke behavior got him stuck in his way. Mike out there acting a doggone fool.
He rolling on the field, taking his shirt off. That man.
They threatened Mike, man. Man, we're gonna give you a decent exposure, man. You keep getting naked out here on this field.
He said Mike was yelling at the trash can. No one was in here.
Well, Mike, man.
Man, Mike is touched, man.
Mike is that kid that need a leash.
Yeah, you gotta get a leash for him, man. Cause if they make it to the national championship game, what's gonna stop him from going on the field in the middle of a game?
I think Mike was streak on the field naked.
I think he would. I would not put it past him. I would not put it past Mike.
If Miami wins, I can see Mike getting naked.
Oh Lord, there you go. You lost his mind.
I think he'll stand in the middle of the field, butt naked. I think Mike will take that charge. I think he'll take the charge. Mike probably run out there with the powder on his nose. I think powder falling out of his pocket. He got powder. Man, I hope Miami don't win, boy. I don't want Mike to go to jail, boy.
If they win, Mike going to jail that night.
Boy, I don't want that boy to go to jail because I can see him doing something outrageous like that.
Yep, we're gonna see it on Fox. Former Super Bowl champion Michael Irvin has been arrested again tonight.
They're gonna do a whole CNN story.
Yeah, man, that man's still on powder. If you seen the Shannon Sharp interview he did with him, he could not sit still. He was fidgeting
and he always got juices right here in the corner of his mouth. He always got juices. Man, might need a bill.
Oh man,
What did it say?
so low key, I want winner of Miami or Ole Miss to win the whole thing. Miami just because of the history, and then Ole Miss winning because of Lane Kiffin Lane leaving before the playoffs. Yeah, I can give you that. I can get down with that. Yeah, because the way Lane Kiffin kind of did it, bro, you could have just did that in the offseason after the playoffs, man. You don't do that right before the playoffs start, man. Or you didn't even know if you were gonna make the playoffs yet, or the bowl games and all that, and the way he just did it. Yeah, you could have handled that a lot better. But yeah, Miami, man, it's kind of they story program, man. They haven't won since the early 2000s.
I think so.
With Ed Reed and them and Greg Olsen and all them, Santana Moss. So back when them guys, and they had some monsters out there, man, around that time too.
The future Hall of Famers.
Yes, sir.
I think that I think they need to force, or they need to tell like Notre Dame, because Notre Dame, they was crying and pouting that they didn't make the playoffs, and they forfeited their bowl game. They didn't even want to go play in the bowl.
Yeah.
And I thought they should have made them play in the bowl. But my thing is this, like with Notre Dame, if you want strong considerations, get y'all tail into a conference, man.
Yeah, you can't want to be independent, and then when independence hit, this is what you get.
So now they looking at your conference wins. You ain't got none
because you're not in the conference.
Join a conference, whether it's Big Ten or the ACC or somebody. Join a conference somewhere, man.
That's a fact.
But with the talent y'all get, y'all need to go to at least the Big Ten or the ACC or the SEC.
Yeah, but you can go Big 12 or
nah, they gonna smash gas on. They gonna win. People gonna get tired of it because they gonna win every year.
Yeah, but they can't keep want to do this independence, and then when come down to conferences. Now, one thing.
What are you saying?
What happened? Let's see. I seen an Eagles fan ask Gronk on Twitter, who's better, Dak or Hurts? And Gronk answered Dak being better, bringing up stats and everything. That Eagles fan threw a tantrum after Gronk replied. I mean, whoever says that Hurts is better than Dak, I always ask how. And they can never give me a straight answer.
He a better runner of the football, and that's it.
So you're a running back, basically.
He's a glorified running back.
Because that's all that is. If that's the only thing that you can bring up is that he can run the ball well.
How many yards he have in the second half?
This last game?
How did you get 0 yards? You couldn't throw a quick slant, a quick out, a flat pass. How you get 0 yards in a whole half? You know how impeccable Philly defense have to be?
Come on, somebody.
That's what you call elite defense. That's how you win ball games.
Oh, no, who called up that same defense?
Oh yeah, that killed that Philly defense. Really, both games, and would have won both if it wasn't for CeeDee Lamb in the first one. But that second game, he carved them up.
So that same defense, to where Hurts doesn't get not a field goal, nothing in a whole half of football, and still win that game. Make it make sense.
And then when you tell, and it's not even a part about like Hurts or what Hurts is or isn't doing. It's the part when people try to tell you the truth about him.
Mm-hmm.
It's like people say, man, Dak ain't won a lot of playoff games. I don't sit on here and be like, man, yeah. I'm like, no, he ain't won a lot.
And we never denied that. But to say it's solely his fault, can't do that. Dodge, I seen that comment. You cutting up, man.
What is? It does much better. He trying to take it down. Man, we had some Philly fans here pissed off, man. Y'all trying to make our Philly fans mad, man.
You trying to rile them up. Yeah, Todd was on that neck last week. Oh, man. Josh Allen struggled versus the Eagles defense. That defense was food for Dak. That's all we saying. That is all we saying.
Straight work from the pocket.
Facts.
Straight work.
Hey man, make sure y'all drop who y'all Super Bowl picks in, since we have more of an idea who's gonna be in the playoff.
We know who's eliminated now. Detroit's out, things of that nature. We know pretty much who's gonna go. Pretty much.
Because if I'm not mistaken, isn't Seattle sitting at the top of the NFC?
For now,
standings?
I think if wins out, I think they would get that.
If Philly wins out?
No. Philly ain't gonna get it. I want to say the 49ers.
You said the 49ers?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I think if the 49ers win out, I think they can get the number 1 seed.
Yeah, they've been on the run, man. So that's what a good coaching does, man. When you have a great coach like Shanahan, man.
I mean that, and then their defense ain't great, but it ain't terrible.
No, man, it's not. But the way they scheme up things, man. And that's another reason why Weston ain't got to get up out of here.
My Matt Eberflus.
Like, it's one thing, like, with a system, bro.
We got to say this. Hold on before you get to that. Now, I know y'all heard this, man. They asked Matt Eberflus why in the world he did not play Wilson.
Bro.
None of the game. This man got up on the podium and said, we forgot to put him in the game. Said we went with Kenneth Murray because I like his leadership. Jerry should have called in right then and fired this man for that stupidity. For that stupidity he uttered out of his mouth. He should have been fired. And y'all was on me, on my tail. I said, let's fire the guy today. Y'all want to hold on.
That's awesome, man. The worst player on the field, you got to play in the whole game. How you don't recognize that the worst player on the field is playing all 60 snaps?
And then what you got him playing middle linebacker.
The green dot.
It ain't like you got him playing the wheel or he playing strong side. You got him in the middle where you have your thinking is very critical.
Yeah, man, that's tough. So with Eberflus, man, it's one thing, to have a bad defense. I kind of equate it to like a teacher who has a class full of students and
Oh gosh.
Oh man. Okay, hold on. Let me get this out. And you have a class full of students and everybody fails. How is it their fault compared to the teacher's fault? If everybody is bad on this defense every single week, nobody showing any type of promise week in and week out, it's you, dog. It is you. Week in and week out, everybody has that Spider-Man mean look on their face, like, were you supposed to be there or was I supposed to be there? This is every single week. From week 1 to week 17, it's the same ordeal. It is you. And so I know me and Dan was giving him the benefit of the doubt earlier in the year.
That was done mid-season. We were done.
Done mid-season. And so then, especially like we got some players in, not saying they was gonna change the whole ordeal of the defense, but at least some improvement. But it was the same thing, same program. Like nothing changed. Like we didn't make any trades. So at that point, it's you, man.
I think that he just got to his way where he just like he know he gonna be fired, so I'm just gonna whatever.
Just sabotage.
I'm just basically because for them to look that way they looked against Washington, a third string quarterback, and I think that was even more eye-opening to Jerry. Like, God dang.
Yeah.
How's he cooking? How this third string cooking us up like this? Like the game wasn't over to the fourth.
Yeah.
The game should have been over at halftime. It should have been over.
Not with that defense.
The offense scored a touchdown. Defense gave that junk right back up.
Facts.
The best player. No, facts. Clowney was showing out. He was the only one really flashing.
Facts. Okay, he said the winner of the 49ers versus the Seahawks gets the 1 seed.
See.
Okay, so it's between those two teams. Okay. So the whole coaching staff is full of idiots. How you forget to play the one linebacker, the one linebacker who seems is semi-decent?
He's the only decent linebacker you got that you could put at middle linebacker, and you say you forget to play the guy.
That's crazy.
You ain't forget to play him. Because when y'all huddle up when they huddle up on the side, his position coach, I'm sure is saying, "Hey, coach, are we gonna get Wilson in the game? Hey, coach."
No, that's a fact. He said Kenneth Murray is the Jalen Hurts of linebackers.
Boy, hey man, I think he's worse than Jalen Hurts, man.
Yeah.
Jalen Hurts will make some plays here and there. I don't know if nobody worse than Kenneth Murray, man.
He don't belong in football at all.
I ain't never seen nobody that bad. Kenneth Murray, boy, I ain't never seen nobody that bad.
Yeah, ain't like just his talent. He just bad.
Kenneth Murray look like a legit civilian out there.
Facts.
He look like somebody you just went and got off their couch and said, "Hey, man, you playing middle linebacker today." He look like one of us went out there.
Facts. Dallas defense made 9 look like an all-pro. Vikings fans pit here. Think they got some at QP.
Facts. Every team we played, man, thought their QB was amazing after they played us. They thought their QB was amazing after they played Dallas. And we keep telling them, like, man, no, your QB still trash, man. It's just our defense. Our defense is worse. But don't forget, man, Vikings, y'all still got a quarterback issue, man. Our QB, our defense is just trash. It ain't that y'all was just cooking up, bro. This defense gave up 500 yards to Russell Wilson. Todd said the only QB who didn't look amazing was hers. Man, now Hurts, man, I don't know, man. They said the brother had 0 yards in the second half. I don't know how you accomplish that as a veteran quarterback. I don't know how you don't get a yard in a whole half. So that's pretty bad. And if I'm an Eagles fan, I'm worried about that, especially going into the playoffs. I'm worried about how Jalen Hurts has been playing, for sure. Because once you start playing these elite teams in the playoffs, you're not going to get away with that. Once you start playing, these other teams, man, who can go and put up points and stuff like that, and they're going to force your quarterback to have to put up some points, man. I'm not sure that Philly offense is set up for that. So we'll see, man. But if I'm Philly, I would not be confident, especially in my quarterback play. Now Philly defense, on the other hand, they should feel very excited about their defensive side of the ball because they have kept them in multiple games. But the QB, man, is the issue, man. But man, moving on to the next topic, man. Um, Dallas, we're gonna have to do something on the defensive side of the ball. Of course, we know we need linebackers, without question. But another thing that we're gonna need, man, is safety. My safety play has been poor for a while. Um, Donovan Wilson, man, we're gonna have to do something different on the Donovan Wilson tip. Um, this brother, um, he can't cover worth nothing. It's time to move on from him. Um, is this Donovan Wilson? Is this his last year? And please don't sign him back. Um, Let that brother walk. We need some better safety play. We need better linebacker play. Um, that should be our main two targets, man. Is getting a middle linebacker and either getting a safety or a corner. Well, now we need a corner. Now I have a controversial thing that I want to ask the chat. Do y'all think it's time to trade Deron Bland? He's been hurt every season for the past 2 or 3 seasons. He's been hurt, missing multiple games.
Who's going to trade him with that contract?
I mean, you have to do something. You paying this guy a lot of money, and he played what 6 games this year?
Yeah. I think it's just going to be hard with that contract he has, man. Because this is the first year of that contract or the second year?
I think this is the second year. I think. Yeah, I'm afraid he don't have no trade value charge.
So
No,
so he just signed that last year, 4 year, 92.
No, coming from an Eagles fan, if you do, who are you going after, especially since Diggs is gone? Um, I like the cornerback they have at LSU. Um, what's his name? What's the cornerback they have at LSU? What's that guy name?
I'm trying to remember his name. I know who you're talking about. I can't remember his name. What is his name?
That's it. I think Taj just posted.
Mansour Delaney. Yeah.
So as cornerback, I like that. The same with Ferg too, Taj. I wouldn't be opposed to moving on from Ferg. I know that's controversial, but
Yeah. Yeah, I think Ferg has kind of reached his ceiling as far as how good he's going to be. And I think the injuries are kind of taking a toll on him, and he just, for whatever reason, he's just not the same, man.
but Dallas, I would definitely consider him as a replacement. Diggs, man, he just after the multiple leg surgeries, he just can't run no more, man. He can't get out his breaks as quick as he once was. Now I'm not gonna say that he's gonna permanently be that way, but as it stands of now, he just can't run, man. And so he has to play 10 yards off. If not, he's getting burnt.
Yeah, and for someone who plays position based off of their athleticism,
Hmm.
his game is not, as of right now, is not built on technique. It's built off of athleticism. And when you try to play like that, coming back from those type of injuries he had, and your speed is not the same, is not all the way back or close to being all the way back. You're gonna have those type of plays where we've seen this season from him getting ran past, because he's used to kind of giving them a little cushion and then closing in on them or catching up to them. And this year he tried to play the same way, and when he tried to close in or tried to catch up, it was not happening. It was six. So for sure.
I mean, ain't nothing set in stone about this defense, but your defensive tackles. That's it.
Yeah, and then you said Izaraku at the end. Um, and one thing I had to think about it. I've been thinking about this for the last couple of weeks, man. I'm not ready to give up on Louisville just yet. I think with this defense, for the last 2 years with the defenses, it doesn't kind of really complement him, and especially this year, this defense didn't complement anybody. So everybody looked bad this year. Now I'm not saying I would go and re-sign him, because I think he still has another year or so left on his deal.
Mm.
But I wouldn't so much give up on him. I'd like to see him with a solid DC and a solid scheme, and see what he got from there.
Is this the final year? Is this the final grace period year for Overshawn?
Yes, he's been hurt every year he's been in the league. When he's on the field, he's on the field, but it's a matter of keeping him on the field at this point.
I think if he can't stay healthy this coming up year, I think it's time to count your losses and move on. I think he'll be another one of those unsung guys that could have been this, could have been that. He has great ability, but you know he ain't played a full season since he's been in the league. So
Yeah, unfortunately, man, because he shows so much promise, but
at least this season he actually gets to have an off season.
Yeah.
Going into the thing. So me personally, I wouldn't have brought him back. Personally, I would just set him out, you know, and let him just start rehabbing towards another year. But it is what it is.
Yeah. So first give you Yak. He's basically waiting at this point, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He can't block as good as Witten, and
Mhm.
his IQ ain't what Witten was.
Facts.
Witten knew where to be and when to be there.
Yeah.
Now he wasn't no burner. He wasn't finna run off and leave nobody, but his IQ was really, really good, and he can really, really block in the run game.
Facts. So I'm okay with having Overshawn as LB3. Dallas has got to go get 2 linebackers who are healthy and can play.
And that also goes with the scheme too. What scheme with the DC that that you're potentially getting. Now, it's been a lot of talks about Brian Flores. How everybody feel about Brian Flores potentially. If Dallas can land him.
He's not gonna be here, bro. I ain't gonna even hold you. He's not gonna be here.
Why he ain't gonna be here?
Number one, he still has an active lawsuit against the NFL. And who is the leader of the good old boys of the NFL owners? That's Jerry Jones. The way that Flores operates here has been directly opposite of the way the Cowboys run things here. He's about, I'm a player who can play. If you can't play, you're gonna sit down. Also, his scheme is big on safeties.
And I like the way he blitzed Harrison. Like I thought Donovan Wilson should be blitzed.
Right.
Like Donovan Wilson should be playing so much in the box. That's when he can be his best, not in coverage.
Right. And so he's big in his safe. He's big with his safeties in his game, and the Cowboys have been really even focused on safety since what? Roy Williams. That's the last I can remember, and then before that, what? Darren Woodson. So I think those factors kind of go against each other. Unless Jerry and Steven have a change of heart this offseason, which I can't see.
I mean, he went and got Pickens. We didn't see that coming.
Yeah, that is true. But every now and again, he'll pull one. Like when it comes to like receivers, he'll pull one of those out. Like how he went and got Amari Cooper. We didn't see that coming. But I mean, hopefully he has a change of heart, man. But right now, as we speak, man, I don't see it. What do you think?
I think that Jerry is desperate. And the reason why I say he's desperate is because he knows I got an elite offense. And the one thing that held us back this year was the defense. And he's saying, like, had we just been average, we couldn't have had a chance to go to the playoffs. We couldn't even be average defense.
That's a fact.
Had we just been top 20, we could have snuck into the playoffs. But you dang near dead last in almost every category. Jerry Jones have no clue who Blind Forest is. He won't be DC. Get ready for Rex Ryan or currently Coach White Cotton. I wouldn't be surprised if White Cotton is considered for the job. I wouldn't even be surprised. Nothing shocks me about the Cowboys at this point.
Right. Eberflus is so bad. Eberflus so bad. If Roy Williams was on the defense, Eberflus was schemed to cover him, cover Jettis. That is a fact.
Yeah, because he had Marquise Bell covering Amon St. Brown
1-on-1.
And I'm like, dude.
And man, so you can't put it past him, man, because I don't see how these guys are getting coaching jobs, man. Nothing about what he's done shows why he's been a coordinator, let alone a head coach.
And he's the only one. It could be like 3rd and 24. He'll have 3 linebackers out there instead of going to a dime package.
Facts. Like he said, fact. That is a fact. Bell was a linebacker when Dan Quinn was here. Even though it was out of necessity.
I mean, because he was so slow.
He was so slow. So it kind of fit in a little bit.
It made him play in the box where he's comfortable. It's like where Donovan Wilson is. Like Roy Williams was a glorified
Box safety.
box safety. He was really a linebacker, but he was just too small to play linebacker. That's what Roy Williams was. And the same with Donovan Wilson and the rest of the guys. They're really linebacker guys. They're just small. So you have to put them at safety. So hopefully Dallas, we'll see what they do. They got 2 number 1 picks. You have some capital. So, granted, we got a lot of holes to fill on the defensive side of the ball. So it's like, what do? I say get a pass rusher and get a linebacker.
I would venture to even say I wouldn't be mad if they use all their picks on defense, man.
No. We need to use all our picks on defense, but I'm saying in the first round.
Oh, in the first round. Yeah.
No, for sure. Every last one of these picks, outside of one, need to go to the defense. We need one pick because we need to get another tackle.
So would you move
Guyton gonna be the right tackle.
To right tackle, and then you draft you another left tackle. Yeah, I would probably do something like that as well because didn't he play right tackle at OU? Mm-hmm. So yeah, I think he's probably more comfortable over there with, like I said, they're gonna cut Terrence Steele, so that position will be open. But yeah, man, we got so many holes on defense. Whoever they get, and make sure you get some guys, not projects. Get some guys that's ready to play day one.
That's what you do in the first round. They ready to start.
That's what you're supposed to do.
What I would suggest, I would keep knocking on the door of Raiders, trying to get them a number 1 for Max Crosby, and I use my other number 1 and get me a linebacker.
I can dig that. Or you can even go get the one from Cincy. Was it Henderson?
I don't like him.
Why you don't like him?
He good, but I don't like him. I like how Max Crosby go about his work.
So what you don't like about Henderson? Elaborate on that a little bit.
He a little bit too inconsistent. And he ain't as dominant in the run stopping game as Max Crosby is. Max Crosby is good at both. Mm-hmm. And he's nasty about how he goes about his business. Like when Max Crosby on the field, he on the field. Trey Henderson can be on the field sometimes. You forget, like, oh man, yeah, Trey Henderson playing today. Right. Not with Max Crosby. He better be getting double, and they better be often, or he can wreck a game.
Okay, I can dig that.
Because when we played him, he was in that backfield on that tail, and we was trying to double him.
Mm-hmm. That's a fact. Okay, if I was GM, I'd trade both picks for Max Crosby and restructure all those picks. I will be very aggressive in free agency. F them picks. That's going balls to the wall, man, for sure.
Hey, man. Taj agree with me. He said Henderson ain't that good versus run. That's what I said.
Yeah, man.
I seen him because I see his division. Like he play against like Baltimore, so I see run heavy teams like, and I'm like, man, he getting washed up, man. Like, versus if I watch Max Crosby play, he playing against like Christian McCaffrey and them and stuff like that, and he's having an impact. So I'm like, yeah, that's who you want. You want a guy who's just as nasty about the run game as he is pass rush.
Facts.
But if you pair him with Quentin Williams and them on that line, team's gonna have a problem.
Yeah, you talking about some pressure, boy. That's gonna be some pressure for sure. For sure. Man.
Only reason why I say linebacker in draft because what linebackers out there on the free agency market? That's the only reason why I don't know any.
You definitely can't bring back Kenneth Murray, man. By no means.
Man, Kenneth Murray shouldn't even be a football player no more.
He shouldn't. And he have the football license revoked.
Kenneth Murray, he should have to pay the Cowboys for playing.
And that guy is awful. He is awful on the football field.
All right. I'm gonna have the whole list today.
They said enough. Yeah. So if we can get Max Crosby, man, and get a linebacker, man, or even yeah, I would. Yeah, you probably have to draft the linebacker, man. I can't. Yeah, I don't see who's out there that's gonna change the game like that. What we need, so I can see that.
Yeah, I don't.
Now, what about safety? Because, like I said, I don't think Donovan Wilson's gonna be back. Hopefully.
I mean, I think they're gonna draft the safety. I think they keep Malik Hook. I think they're gonna draft the safety in the later rounds. There will be a lot of safeties there. So that's one that you can draft later. But ones that you can't draft later be like really good linebackers or really good edge rushers or really good cornerbacks. So
Yeah, because we're gonna need a corner, man. Because, what are your thoughts on young fella?
what do you think about Demario Davis?
I like it.
He's a free agent.
I like it. I sure take him. That's somebody that come in there. He can wreck some things in there. Good solid vet. Yeah, I wouldn't mind that. I think he was a free agent last year too. So I was hoping Dallas wouldn't have got him last year. Man, we need to go ahead. Yeah, if we can get him.
What about Levante David? He a free agent too.
For Tampa.
Mm-hmm.
Hey man, either one of those two will work, man. It's a big upgrade on what we have here. Very big upgrade. So I'm all for it. If we can get one of those two guys, then we can focus on pass rush and corner at that point, at least for another year or so, year or two. With those two, if you got one of those two of them guys, them guys they smart, they gonna hit, they gonna be in the right spot. They're gonna get the defense in the right formation, right alignment.
And we need a safety that comes downhill. Because that safety for the Texans, he scares me. That number 5.
Hey, bro.
He come down here with one thing on his mind and one thing on it. He ain't trying to catch no picks.
He's coming.
He coming to do one thing and one thing only. That's to knock your head off.
He's coming. He's coming.
And I mean, he be knocking people head off.
Yeah.
Man.
Mm-hmm. So Dallas will look at Davis and Quincy Williams. They aren't going to break the bank either. Man, we're gonna have to break the bank on somebody, man. We can't just keep just pinching here, pinching there, because this is what we get.
I would be okay budgeting, and we can get Crosby and a good middle linebacker. I'll be okay budgeting everywhere else, but we need some pressure, and we need a guy that can quarterback this defense.
Facts.
Like
solid green dot.
Like we got to start there. Like we got to start with a quarterback on this defense at the middle linebacker position, who can get guys lined up, who can kind of process things before they happen, and we need a guy who can bring pressure off the edge. If we can get those two things, I'm okay budgeting everywhere else. But those two things to me is a must. You need a linebacker, man, and you need an edge rusher in the worst way. Because ain't no way it's 3rd and 24 and he got enough time to drop back and throw a bomb downfield. He got freaking 7 to 8 seconds in the pocket. Ain't no way in the world.
man, we had these quarterbacks coming in playing like they was all pro this year. And you got Russell Wilson coming in here throwing for almost 500 yards.
Yeah, he had those 506.
506. And then you had Jacoby Brissett. He carved us up. J.J. McCarthy carved us up. The guy last week, if they had kept throwing the ball.
Yeah, I don't know why teams come out and try to run against Dallas. Just throw it. You get whatever you want.
Whatever you want.
Just go out and throw the ball.
You're going to have a perfect passer rating.
They play zone, man, and they drop back so far, let the guy catch the 10-yard pass, and then trying to come up and tackle. Like, he needs 10 yards. Like, and then you see the guy stop right in front of you. Why not press up on that?
No, they sitting at 12.
Got to be the dumbest, man.
Yeah, they need 10. We're going to sit at 12. And then on top of that, they catch it, and then they're going to miss the tackle. They're going to get another 5 to 10 yards.
Especially Kenny Murray. Kenny Murray ain't going to be nowhere near the tackle.
Uh-oh. Only one QB ain't look like an all-pro. I wonder who that might be. Ooh. Hey, man, when you're right, man.
Man.
You ain't wrong when you're right. Can't argue with that, man.
Tell the Eagles, man, we if they give us Cooper DeJean and one of them linebackers, man, we'll give them Joe Milton. They might need Joe Milton in the playoff. Way Hurts playing.
Hey, Joe Milton was slinging that thing.
He'll throw that thing, man. It ain't gonna be accurate, but he'll throw it.
Oh man. Let me ask you this. Do you think Cooper DeJean is overrated?
I think a little bit he is, yeah.
Yeah, I think
but
so.
I think the way that they use him is smart.
He seems like more like a slot corner rather than an outside corner.
I mean, because Eagles do a good job of mixing up their zone and man coverage. So, you're not really getting caught in bad situations.
Mm-hmm.
And they make sure they keep their cornerbacks with safety help. So, that's why, what gives Eagles trouble is when you can run the ball. If you can run the ball against the Eagles, you're going to give them trouble. Because they like to play just with their straight front four.
Front four, yeah.
They rarely blitz linebackers.
Yeah. He said Milton throwing bombs to AJ and Smitty would be crazy. That ball ain't getting to AJ and Smitty.
It'll be out there. Now, we don't know if it's going to be in the vicinity.
It won't be to them. That man there, he let it fly, but it's to whoever.
Shoot, give us Dallas Goedert.
How old is Goddard?
I don't know.
Let's see how old he is. He gotta be kind of up there now, huh?
And having that.
How old is he? He's 30.
He
31.
He don't look like I thought he looked. Good thing he wear a helmet. Look like he on the spectrum a little bit. Yeah, my name Dallas.
He do look a little touch, man. He look like, yeah. Just a 10 bitch on the spectrum, man. From one, yeah. I didn't expect for him to look like that.
I didn't know how he gonna look, but I wasn't expecting that.
Yeah, let's show the chat because that kind of he kind of threw me off.
And I wasn't expecting that.
He kind of threw me off, y'all. And Dan said what I was thinking, but I wouldn't gonna say no, but Dan ain't got no sense. So that's Dan Goddard, y'all. Oh,
For those who don't, that's how Dallas gotta look. I've never actually seen him like that. Whenever I seen him, he always have his helmet on.
you saying without saying.
Huh.
You keep talking about without his
I kept wondering, like, how high is his shoulder pads? Because his neck is long, man. I ain't never noticed his neck that long.
Oh my goodness. Oh man. Let me put it down, man.
No, Taj, I agree with you. I would like those tackles on the Eagles for sure, man. I don't know, Lane Johnson, man. He good when he play, man, but he gonna miss by 8-9 games.
Yeah, Lane Johnson is long in the tooth, man.
But no, they I would definitely love to have they tackles for sure.
Yeah, man. About ready to wrap it up.
Yeah, man. But guys, man, it's been straight, man. It's been cool, man. We will be back on here, man. We getting ready to sign off, man. We appreciate everybody rocking with us tonight, man, on this show, man. We appreciate all the love, all the comments. If you got any leave it in the comments, man. We'll get back to you, man. Remember, hit that like, share, subscribe button. It don't cost you anything to hit that, man. Until next time, ciao.